Hi, a quick editor's note from me. So somehow the audio didn't export correctly the first time I exported it, and I didn't pay attention. I'm very sorry. I went on vacation this week, so I didn't even know about this until after I was away from my laptop. So I'm very, very sorry. Here's the full video. I'm so sorry again. I'll make this up to you guys. See you in the next video. Bye. Hi, hello. So in this video, I will be doing a style challenge where I'm drawing the art style from anime that have inspired me as an artist or has, however, over my entire drawing life. But before I get into that, I'm going to make this as quick as possible. So in my last video, I announced I'm doing a competition for you guys to create humans for my video game I'm trying to create. If you guys want more information on that, if you go to my last video, it will say more about that. This is still in early development, and because of finals, I haven't had time to work on it. This is probably going to take a while, but to have ideas would be cool, and to involve you guys would be cool. And I wanted to clarify some things in video form, even though I already clarified them. One, yes, I will be crediting everybody who participates when I use your character. Two, I'm changing the ending date from May 20th to May 27th, so you guys have an extra week, because I understand a lot of you have school and a lot of you have finals. I might even extend it into June, depending on you guys, because I'm suffering too. Statistics. I love statistics. Yeah. Oh, I should also say I have a Ko-fi. I have a fund set up to get a new mic. That would be really nice. I have my commissions are open if you want me to draw for you. I have a gaming channel, so if you like me enough, you can watch me play video games. Yippee! Sorry, that's my asthma. I'm also having an asthma flare. I'm falling apart, guys. I'm breaking. Okay, now onto the actual video. Okay, so for this drawing for Cyberpunk, this is the end of the sketch. So I tried to emulate the promotional art I tried to emulate the style on the promotional poster things. I did use color palettes from different screenshots to try to figure out my own color palette. It wasn't too terribly difficult. Unless I go out in the sun, I'm pretty white, pretty pale. I haven't gone out into the sun for 4 years, really, other than in the summers. So, pretty pale. But for the character, I had a very easy time, because when I redesigned my outfit, I think the third time, which is this current one, it's technically my VTuber outfit, but I like it so much, I've basically transitioned that over to being my main outfit, I based it off of, the clothing very loosely from Cyberpunk. So, from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I should say. Because when I watched that it was so visually, beautiful. It rewired my brain. My brain just got rewired, somebody connected two wires together and was that visually, just the visuals from the characters made me redesign all my characters, all my space characters, because I wanted most of the planets that they would go to are cyberpunk or solar punk, so I wanted them to look like that. And so it was very easy for me to transition over into that outfit wise. I think I changed my boots from lace-up boots to those boots with like the stretchy or like the zipper on the side. I don't really like wearing those type of boots. I like the laces. I think it's like classic look. I don't know. So that's what I usually wear, but for like the like whole like sleek, modern, cool, neon things, I did that. I also changed up my color palette a little bit because everything there is like, it's like bright colors, but it's like bright colors that just mix so well, so beautifully, so gorgeously. I like every scene. It's like color vomit, but like a good color vomit, like color vomit that my eyeballs want to eat. Like when a baby bird eats its mom's vomit. That was I'm terrible. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. Another thing was trying to recreate my face was kind of hard because Miwa, my character, or not my character, but myself as Miwa, the way I draw myself, is loosely based off of kind of my own face. That's how a lot of my characters are, because I think this is with a lot of people too. When you look at your own face for so long, that kind of becomes your base on how you draw characters. So like, I have like a long but round face, and I know a lot of anime characters have that, and I have an anime style, but, you know. And then even though I'm an 18-year-old, I look like a baby. I had somebody think I was a big middle schooler. So I look quite young for my age. And so I was trying to kind of encapsulate that, because even though the art style is still like anime, it's like realistic anime, which I really like that art style. At least like now as I'm getting older, because you can show different types of faces a lot better. And stuff. So I tried to give myself Rebecca's eyes, because I know Rebecca is a lolly. But I tried to give myself Rebecca's eyes because I think she's like 25. She's older than Lucy. I looked this. I think Lucy's like 19 and she's like 25, and Rebecca's 25. That is the most broken crap. But I tried to take her eyes and kind of her proportions and kind of give it like Lucy's face, because I don't look like Rebecca, because Rebecca looks like a 10-year-old. But I look like a 13-year-old. So I tried to like balance that, because I didn't want it to be just a straight up rip from one of the female characters' faces. I wanted it to be its own face, because I'm not those characters. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Cyberpunk, my art style. I really liked how it turned out. The cell shading was kind of difficult, because I had to like color pick, and I had to guess what shade the colors would be. But other than that, I had a fantastic time, and I loved everything about it, and I loved adding the colors. Okay, so Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. This one was a little difficult for me, but not in the way you think. Recreating the art style was super, super easy. I used to draw in this art style for a very, very long time. Like, when I started this channel arguably has almost the proportions of this art style. I would recreate it for fun. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid was like my starter anime. It's the first anime I ever watched and ever completed. It has its issues, but like the nostalgia there, it's like I have so much. Like, I have so much like fan art from middle school just from this show. Me trying to draw the characters and failing miserably. So this show has a special place in my heart just for that. So for this drawing, I did keep my outfit relatively the same. I tried to tone it down just a bit to make it more animation friendly, because when I was looking at references, I was looking, and not a lot of, other than Kana, not a lot of the characters have very many patterns. Everything is very, like, animation friendly. With Cyberpunk, I didn't feel that way. I felt like the animators probably cried while trying to do that. And not with Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I ended up, again, I simpled everything down. I also, what's it called? I made this, like, you know how sometimes they'll wear a new outfit and it'll be like pink background and it'll be all sparkly, it'll be like, ooh, like kind of with a new backpack going to school. I tried to make it look like that, and also I put the logo of Miss Kobayashi's Dragonade under there. I also gave myself wings. I turned myself into a dragon. Obviously, who wants to be stinky human? Not me. Do not reclip that and make me a furry. So yeah, I added a bunch of traits I liked and was like, ooh, look at me, look at me go. And so I copy and pasted all of those. And figuring out my colors for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid one was so hard. I realized there were some design rules about the dragons in the anime I didn't realize. Like, one of them is all the dragons have hair gradients and all the humans have no hair gradient. And so because of my character was, because I made my character a dragon, I had to give my character a hair gradient. But what color? Purple? Green? Yeah! Well, what I don't want it to just be green. It looks naked. Purple? Okay, that looks weird. Red? Sure! Or pink? Sure. So, both of these designs, I added pink. I don't know, I guess I just really like, I like pink. Pink's a nice color. I used to not like pink. But that was when I was in my, like, edgy phase of life. So yeah, for the shading, it was a lot more simple. Oh my god. Like, they don't, okay, in some scenes, they shade very, very accurately, but that's usually in, like, the action scenes when, like, Toru's, like, or one of the dragons is, like, freaking throwing a fireball, and it's like, oh, wow! Speaking of shows that are beautiful, even though the style is super simple, this show, when it goes, it goes. It's, like, so beautiful. So, like, it's very beautiful. Anyway, I really like drawing these. I had a lot of fun. I really did. Like, especially for I had more fun with the cyberpunk one because with the Kobayashi one, it was easy, but the colors weren't, because half of my colors I don't think ever show up in the show. Like, my hair color technically doesn't show up in the show. I used Kana's hair color and I desaturated it a little bit more. But things like the purple, like of my sweater, do not exist. I even contemplating taking away the sweater, but then I was like, they draw hands too good for me to recreate that. So I didn't. I also realized I tried to recreate the wings, like Kana's wings, and I couldn't find a screenshot of her with her wings out, so I used her dragon form wings. And then at the very end, when I was shading, I found a screenshot of Kana with her wings out, and it looked nothing like the wings I drew. And I was so sad, because I was not going to go back and redo it, and I realized I screwed up really bad. And I was sad. That made me sad. Okay, but yeah. Overall, this was a lot of fun, and oh yeah, comment what you guys want me to do next week or the week after that. I'm starting to prepare for June, so I will be maybe busy? I will be pressed out of ideas because I'll be busy doing June. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching if you did. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.